Hey friends, welcome to this week's episode of Not Your Mama's Podcast. And today I'm excited. We have Gabriel, who is a 20-year veteran, teacher of multiple subjects, who has taught both in the US and in China from K through 12, college, university, and beyond. Gabriel is a first-time dad and the founder of First-Time Parent Company, where he teaches parents how to raise happy, healthy, and self-sufficient children without added stress. Gabriel, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for accepting my invitation. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, first time parenting, I think it's important. And I love that you're out there trying to spread educational videos and teach people and, also share your own experiences. Your company, First Time Parent, helps new parents. And so, which is awesome. What's the number one tip you can give to parents who are just starting this wild, crazy ride?
Well, consult me. Obviously, 20 years of teaching experience, 3 years to build my company. It grew as my little daughter was growing, and then as she was born and grew up, and she's 21 months today. The company just grew with her. I wanted to give everything that I had in my power to teach not only first-time parents, but those parents who are co-parenting. That is very necessary. That's a topic that we never even talk about. We talk about the first-time parenting and then giving that child to perhaps daycare or the husband's mom to raise and such. But what is first-time parenting? That means you have to be really prepared for everything. From the moment that you see that you're about to have a child until the baby is born, you don't have your baby yet. And that comes from a nurse at Sunrise Hospital. I'm in Las Vegas. So she said, you don't have your daughter until you have your daughter. And she was very serious about that because my daughter was born 6 weeks early.
No. Okay.
The thing is, I prepared for everything 2 years before she was born. I prepared for the first 7 years of her life.
Yeah.
Because they say the first 7 years of a child's life is the blueprint for the rest of his or her life.
Yeah.
And for that reason, not only did I create and build this company called First Time Parents for first-time parents, for parents who are co-parenting, but those who are looking forward to becoming parents one day.
Yeah.
Or perhaps they're going for a second or a third child that maybe they want to try something different in 2024. Things are a lot different today than they were, say, 20 years ago when
They are.
if I were to give my mom my daughter to raise, she would be raised differently than the way I'm raising her today in this society. Being a teacher, being a business person, being a father, everything is connected. I have to be in the education to know what's happening. Therefore, I wrote 10 books in 20 months.
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, yeah, you're a full-time family man, a full-time teacher, a full-time businessman, a writer, like you said, you've written 10 books, in 3 categories. Like, how do you stay positive juggling everything? Do you sleep? Like, how do you manage to balance it all?
Before I planned for my daughter 2 years before she was born, I prepared myself first. That whole thing that they say before, if you're in an airplane and the airplane's going down, you have to help yourself first, put on your own mask. I prepared myself, not only physically and mentally and spiritually, but I prepared my wife for this incredible journey.
Yeah.
The thing was that if I procrastinated along the way, even for 1 second, I faltered. And my daughter was born 6 weeks early at the end of the COVID pandemic and the beginning of the formula shortage. 6 weeks early, I would have lost one or the other or both, and I would have gone insane. We would not be here today.
Yeah.
I worked myself overtime to make sure that the health and safety of my wife is of the most important, more than mine, more than anything else. I made sure that she has that circle of friends that if something happens to me, that they will take care of her during her pregnancy at least. For my daughter, we were ready 2 months before, but for her to be born 6 weeks early, first I had to put on the mask. I had to educate myself and make sure that anything can go wrong, physical disability, mental, we could have lost her. Anything could have happened. I had to prepare myself for that. That's a lot of work.
It is.
But you know what? I am sharing that with all of you with these 10 books that I've written on my website, firsttimemomdad.com. They are a chronology of my daughter, the first year and the second year, where she's telling her story of how she was raised the first and second year from her perspective, if she was a 5-year-old with the intelligence of an 8-year-old child.
Yeah. No, and that's amazing. And you were just talking about like your daughter and wife, and you go do all these fun things with them. I think you were talking about it with us earlier. You like to, go and do all these adventures with them. What advice do you have, for busy parents and for those co-parenting wanting to do the same things like with their children? Because it seems like you have so much passion and love for like what you do and the educational growth of even your own daughter and the ones around you.
Well, first of all, I have to preface this in a way that I need to go back to that question prior. When do I sleep? I don't
Yeah.
very much.
Exactly.
I really
Oh
don't.
yeah, that's true. I was like, do you even sleep? Like, how do you do it all?
So, like maybe 2 hours on a couch where I just black out completely, and that is the God's truth. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
being honest with you. Maybe 1 or 2 hours in bed, and that's it.
Mhm.
I love life so much that what I have and what I've received, I want to give it back tenfold. And my goal for my company was to make 100 hours of pure educational content to give to everyone for
Mhm.
free, absolutely for free. And then, yes, there are services that I will be charging for, but to give 100 hours of educational videos, I have to stay up and I have to work and I have to give. I'm a
Yeah.
teacher, I'm a parent, I have to. Now, the second part is for those of you that will get to know me, the goal was to make 50 of the most educational videos for my daughter in case something happens. Fathers
Yeah.
don't live forever. Come on. I lost
Mhm.
mine when I was 7 years old.
Yeah. And
And I
some
am
people
who I am
abandon their
because,
kids.
right,
You
I
know
am
what
who
I
I am
mean?
because
Like
of my
it's,
father. So,
mhm. Yeah.
and then I made these 50 videos, and then it continued. Her entire life, my daughter Charlotte's life, has gone from thought to who she is today, 21 months old.
Mhm.
It's all recorded. It's a chronology. I wanted to make the first video library for her, also the
Oh,
first digital library for her. And I've accomplished those at the same time with 190 of the most educational and well-made videos. You can have it all for free. It's yours. Learn
yeah.
from it.
Yes, I love that. Hey there, amazing listeners. Are you feeling stuck or in pain after divorce? Longing for a more purposeful life? Well, Donna McGoff's empowering courses are your ticket to breaking free from the past and creating a life you love. The time to transform is now. First course is Rise Up After Divorce, Recovery, Reconnect, Reinvent. It takes you from where you are stuck to your personal transformation. Along with transforming your life, you get 75% off on this full process course. And this is a limited time offer, so you will not want to miss this. It includes all courses into one holistic approach. And for those who are seeking a more tailored approach and a smaller investment, Donna has broken down the courses into separate modules, creating a total of 5 courses. Course 1, The Road Through Recovery. Uncover where you're stuck and create a personalized plan for moving forward. Course 2 is Reconnecting with Self. In this course, you will learn how to create harmony and balance among the 4 pillars of the well-being so that you create healthy habits, boundaries, and a relationship going forward. And discover where you are now and design a personal life timeline for a bird's eye view of your past. Course 3 is Reinventing Self. Reconnect with your strengths and passions and finding your sweet spot for the joy and happiness in life. Course 4 is Relaunching Yourself. Be the creator of your future by strategically improving key areas of your life. Don't miss out on her valuable freebie, an insight ebook to kickstart your transformative journey. Download your free ebook now. The link is in the description. Start now. Get a discount of 75% off on your first full process course. Be ready for positive change. Check out the description, take the advantage, enroll today, and seize the opportunity to break up with the past and start with a fresh chapter. together.
And one more thing
yes,
is what you said was, how can parents start going out like we do, off-roading and such? Start small. Go to Mount Charleston. I live in Las
I'm
Vegas,
in
so for
Vegas
me,
too.
Mount Charleston, right,
We're
45
neighbors.
minutes away,
Yeah.
or to a lake, or just to a park. Start there, and then let your journey continue and never stop. Start small, small
Yeah.
steps.
Yeah, baby steps, exactly. And then all of a sudden you take little skips and then you do hops and then you leaps and bounds. And like, you just got to start where you are, and not put too much pressure on yourself.
Well, we started as when my wife and I first met, and I was in China. I lived there for 11 years, and I was teaching there as well, from K to 12 and beyond. We would hike on the Great Wall of China. That's where I also proposed to my wife. Before I met her, I did a 2,000-mile bike ride from Beijing to Tibet in 43 days with a calf injury. Yeah, I bought a one-way ticket from Las Vegas to Beijing, and I said, I'm
no
going to be
joke.
there until I have cleared my mind. I have a clear goal. I have expanded my horizons and tested myself. And so the goal was 5 years. My family said 3 months. I came back after 11 years with a wife.
Wow. Wow. That's so great. I love that. Well, Gabriel, thanks for sharing your story. I'm so excited to dive into the PowerMom Chronicles. I cannot wait to know what your answers are. And my first one to you is, who and what inspires you?
Everyday life inspires me. The moment I remember from a childhood, when I was a little boy, the first thing that inspires me in the morning is just opening my eyes and then seeing a possibility that is beyond me, that I can take on, and hopefully I can achieve whatever goal I've set out for that day. Just to open my eyes to know that I'm living.
Yeah.
That's inspirational enough, don't you think?
I think so. I love that. And then what's the essential part of your daily routine?
When I open my eyes, I say my affirmations. That takes me 3 minutes to say my affirmations. There are 3 sets of affirmations. Within those affirmations, I have my daily goals, and I speak them into existence. And throughout the day, I work on them. And hopefully by midnight, or somewhere between the time I open my eyes and somehow black out at night, I have accomplished those goals.
Yeah. No, it's so important, like, to just take a minute in the morning to appreciate and have gratitude and to kind of set intention for the day, because it really keeps you like accountable and like kind of gives you that driving force to like be productive.
If we don't have a clear goal, then what are we doing throughout the day? Right? And every day, I have to tell you, every day I ask myself and I look in the mirror and say, what's the goal? What's the goal? What's the goal? Just to make sure I know what that goal is and I'm going forward with that goal.
Yeah, totally. And what is something you wished you knew when you were younger?
That fathers don't live forever.
Yeah.
They have to impart their knowledge onto their children and society, so that when they leave this world, they leave it in better hands than the way they found it. And I learned that the hard way when I lost my father. He taught me everything from what I remember, age 4 until age 7.
Yeah.
That he made me the person I am today. He has set the standard so high that I'm still trying to reach those standards to be the man that he always wanted me to be.
Yeah. It's not easy losing a parent, and it must be, it adds that extra, you want to like live in his honor, you know what I mean? And bring honor to his name and things like that. So, I commend you for, just powering through and doing that. I really love that message. And then my last one for you is the best advice you've ever received.
That dreams do come true if you believe them, if you believe in them. And that is true. I believe in these ridiculous dreams that someone else would think it's ridiculous. My family would think it's ridiculous. Like going to China with absolutely nothing, knowing no one, no Chinese money, no Chinese phone, no job, nothing. But I just saw a bigger picture. I had this dream of becoming a better human being, a better teacher, a better person, a better son.
Yeah.
More than anything. And so for me to stay here, I would have limited myself. I would have taken away from my future, which is today.
Yeah.
This is the future that I was looking at. That my daughter now, when she looks at me, I feel proud
Yeah.
that it's because I earned the right to call myself a father.
Mm-hmm.
I earned the right to call myself a husband and a man.
Yeah.
That's a right that I've earned.
Mhm.
And dreams do come true. But if you truly believe in them enough, if you're patient enough, if you persevere through everything that you go through every day, because the closer you get to a dream, the harder it gets.
Mhm.
And that's when you know they're about to come true, because the universe tests you if you
Yeah.
can handle it. So,
Yeah. Well, what a beautiful way to end this podcast episode. Thank you, Gabriel, so much for coming on and sharing your story. I love your passion. Go check out his, all of his educational videos. All of his links are down below in the show notes. Don't be shy. Go say hi. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Thank you.
thank you.